What's up, Lancers? Welcome to a brand new Freelancer Spotlight. Going to be taking a look at the new Freelancer Tol-Ren, the Robo Ronin. This guy is a brand new firepower to Atlas Reactor. And I'm going to be showing you guys what he looks like, how his abilities are going to work, and what he's basically going to be bringing you guys on the battlefield of Atlas Reactor. Starting off, his current trust is Omni, and he's pretty much a samurai that's also a robot. So he's called the Robo Ronin. However, from what I've been told is that he's also Kaigin's teacher. So that would be also something nice to have. Or really also nice to know. However, I'm showing you his skins right now and getting into his abilities. The first ability I want to tell you about is Twin Slash. Slash twice with your sword, dealing 24 direct damage. Enemies hit by both slashes take 34 direct damage. Gain 10 energy for the first enemy hit and 6 for each subsequent enemy hit. So pretty much is that he has a first active ability that is a cone. His second active ability on that is like a line. His second ability is Ren's Fury. Gain 20 shield. If you take direct damage this turn, your blade will become empowered next turn, adding 10 damage to your next attack. Technically, that's like L's overcharge, except you have a shield with it. And you get 10 damage to your next attack if you take damage. So if it breaks your shield and you take damage, you get 10 additional damage. Third ability, Spirit Rend. Slice the air, creating a piercing wave of energy. Enemies hit, take 25 damage, and are slowed. That's kind of like Asana's stand and fight, except he slows and she roots. So that's also a great thing to actually have on Atlas Reactor. Another person that could do that with a piercing ability. His dash ability, Rushing Steel, dash forward and stab, dealing 28 damage to targets hit. You can move after using this ability, and it's pretty much Kaigin. I mean, that's pretty much where that ability goes. So after you dash to them, you can move to whatever position on the field. His last ability, Showdown, his ultimate, dash to a target location, marking the first enemy you travel through. During blast phase, the target takes 55 damage as knocked down. If your target dashes out of the way of this attack and you do not hit anyone else, you will recover 50 energy, ignores cover. So that's pretty big too. Since the last patch, we got hit by some people like Celeste and Lockwood and L with the ignore cover mod that kind of got screwed in the end. So this guy at least is not going to be losing that ignore cover. Starting off is his Twin Slash. When you first activate it, you have this cone. But as long as there's people in the cone, you could do 10 additional damage with the second ability that you see here of a slashing downward maneuver. If there is somebody behind you, you could hit 3 people with the cone, doing 24 damage, and somebody behind you with another 24 damage. Or, since these people are taking 24 damage, you could slice down with a secondary active primary and do 34 damage instead of just the 24. So he does quite a bit of damage, especially for a melee freelancer. But like many melee freelancers, I mean, with 150 health, though I took some damage earlier, he kind of really needs it because he's pretty much up in your face. He can't really do anything except for his ranged ability that he has. The next ability I'm going to show you kind of how it works is Ren's Fury. And this is a free action ability. So you could use this and activate another ability as well when you do it in the same turn. So if you're getting it ready for, I don't know, using it for a dash or some sort, then you could activate it and do more damage earlier or later on. So he broke through my shield, and now I could do 35 damage instead of 25 damage with my piercing ability. So after the dash phase with the bot, because it takes forever, and I forgot to move, I do 35 damage and I slow them. Asana's stand and fight pretty much roots them to the ground, so it's not like it does a whole lot of things, but Spirit Rend is still a nice ability to have because it also has a basic ability like Kita to where you can go around corners and do like a pretty hard hitting maneuver to making it easier on your team to find and spot them. His dash ability that you're going to be seeing here is going basically the same way like he does, to where he could stab or thrust really at the target around corners if he could reach. However, it doesn't have an ignore cover, but that's still fine. It's not like it's that overpowered anyway, still doing 28 damage. Here's his last ability, Showdown. And this ability I love a lot because you'll see what happens. I was messing around with this, trying to figure out where I could really go, and just decided, screw it, might as well do it. So what happens is that he goes right through the person, and there's like a slash right across them. It doesn't activate on this turn. It actually activates the turn after this one. So there's a slash. And as he sheaths his sword, boom, 55 damage knockdown. And I already have my my ultimate reactivated because of that energy. So that could be a big deal. Getting another energy and probably even getting double kill. 55 damage is huge too, guys. That is something that you gotta also pay attention, because if you hit not only just one person but like multiple and not lose it, that damage like Kaigin does, you're gonna be benefiting more than just your teammates and possibly yourself. You're just gonna win games with them all the time. But anyway, guys, that is Tol-Ren, the Robo Ronin, with his fast acting speed and his high damage. He's going to be one hell of a firepower freelancer to deal with. And I really hope you liked the video. If you do, press the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all later in the next Freelancer Spotlight. Alright, later guys.